Yo, what's poppin', my family? It is your boy iBeMaine coming to you guys with another video on the channel. You feel me? Now check it. Today we're gonna be talking about the top 5 arts in the game. Now when I say top 5 arts, I do mean like combative arts. I won't be talking about like sage modes, and I won't be talking about any of sage modes. I won't be talking about ones that kind of like basically affect your basic combats and are not involved in a clan. These are ones that anybody can get. You don't have to get a certain clan. So in these 5 arts, I'm gonna be going over weapon art, boxing art, shadow clone art, taijutsu art, and the healing art. And I'm gonna rank these mugs in my personal top 5. I've used all of them, pretty decent amount. So I think I have a gist of what I think is like probably the best art. Now once again, this is my opinion, so you may differ, and at the end of the day, whatever's the best, use what you want to use. That's what it comes down to. Find your build, find your personal build. You don't have to go meta to meta. Just use what you enjoy with the most, because that's how you play the game. You play the game to enjoy it, not to meta everything. So hey, use everything you do. Now if you are sub to the second channel, you probably already know what I think is the best art. If you're not sub to the second channel, you should definitely check that bad boy out. It's lit over there. Roll to 4,000 subscribers on that channel, 10,000 by the end of the month. That's the goal, you feel me? Link to the channel down in the description. You know what it is. But let's go ahead and get into these arts. Now hopefully we got enough money, because every time you reset you lose your arts. Hopefully I got enough money to get all these arts, because otherwise I'm kind of pissed if I ain't got enough money. Now coming in at number 5, we have, this was a hard choice to beat. Like 4 and 5 were pretty tough. They're roughly around the same tier, but I had to go clone art as number 5. Now when I say it's number 5, doesn't mean it's necessarily trash. It's just my personal like ranked comparison to all the other arts. Had to go clone art number 5. Now why clone art would have been higher, but let's take a look at the skill tree real quick. Over to the art. Now what's nice about it, we got this move right here. I'm gonna go ahead, let's go ahead and buy this move real quick. This is one of the best moves in my personal opinion on the tree. But like the biggest thing that holds shadow clone art back is the fact that the clones don't really do much. They're pretty stupid now, so they don't really do much. One of my favorite moves on this is this move right here. Basically, okay, glitch. Basically you spawn a clone, all right, and he's bald for every reason. Now it's gonna be really good in Origin. You can hop down, go start piecing somebody up, and then catch them off guard, and then while you're running, and it didn't work for whatever reason. Okay, see, this one thing is, it's kind of buggy right now. You see, you're supposed to, I just actually spawned another clone. Now what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to spawn back to your clone. Like if I pop this, you go back to your clone. So it's really good for reconnaissance, snaking people, stuff like that, for sneaking up on people, go beat the head in, and once you get low, you can just get out of there, boom boom boom. But one thing, they last a really short amount of time. They should last until you get hit, so I'm definitely going to suggest that. If we get a little couple buffs to the clone art, maybe a little bit better, and I may rank it a little bit different later on. And the basic combat isn't that good. It's pretty slow compared to some other arts. Even when you get that range, it's not enough range. And when you spawn multi-shadow clones, they're just so slow. They don't really do anything. So this definitely needs some work. If they can get this a little bit better, this probably be a really good art. At least having this move that teleports you back would be fire. So coming at number 5 is the clone art tree. Alright guys, coming in at number 4, we got the taijutsu art. Now while this art, I won't say it's trash. It's not serious. Okay, I can't say it's trash. It's not trash. It's just when you compare it to, excuse me, the other moves. Now the base combat isn't that bad, but if you try to box somebody else, especially something like boxing, you're going to probably get folded because they're doing more damage than you. Now if this class had like a faster speed than everybody else, it may be a little bit better. Some of the combos pretty nice, like you kind of got a teleporting combo that's kind of nice. But the reason this class really is on my number 4 is because of the skills. The skills in this game, hit detection, are pretty bad, and they have some really good moves that could be a lethal combo. Let's take a look at the tree real quick. We come over here like stuff like Lion Brush, Tiger Fist, Fire, Dragon Fist pretty good as well. Leaf Hot Wind, some of these moves can be really good, but their hit detection are really poor, really trash. Dynamic Entry, if Dynamic Entry was a auto tracking move and it did more damage, that would be a really fire move. But the skills in the taijutsu tree are just not worth it, and since the basic combat isn't the greatest, and it just has to go on number 4. Now, if you box somebody with clone art, you probably beat them because clone art, like I said, isn't the best. But basically, these clone art and Taijutsu almost equal. I just had to give this one a little bit because the basic combat is a little bit better, even though clone art has some better utility, but the utility right now is pretty trash. If the utility was better on clone art, I would definitely go clone art easy, but like I said, the utility is pretty trash. If they fix that and stuff like that, it would be different. Now clone art, I mean, if Taijutsu art gets better hit detection, maybe, you know, we rearrange it, but at the current state of the game, Taijutsu art has to go my number 4 because it is not very good. Alright guys, coming in at number 3 is boxing art. Now this was pretty hard to decide my number 2 and 3 because boxing art definitely smacks. It's a really good art. You can't go wrong with boxing art. Now while I do think there's a reason why I put this at number 3, I'll definitely talk about when I talk about the other 2 a little bit more in details, but boxing art has a really high damage. It smacks, it hits really hard. Now the moves aren't the best. They have one move that's really good. You can do like a really long chain combo, but one of the things that lack with boxing art are its first 2 abilities. If you come over to our art skill, we look at uppercut and heavy punch. Now these moves are, you know, overall some pretty nice moves, not gonna lie. By these 2 real quick, we'll take a look at them. Right here, we got this move right here, boom, charge. Now the thing with those 2 moves, these 2 moves, they pretty low chakra cost. You can get some nice combos in, but they're slow. It's so hard. Like, look at this. Look how slow it takes for this to come off. You're not hitting this attack. So that's one of the biggest things. You have these moves that do good damage. One is like a block break. One's like a combo starter, which is really nice. But the thing is, they just take too long to activate. Like, you're not hitting anybody with that. So that's why it had to go down on number 3, because the move sets is just pretty bad. Only move that you really should be using is the this skill right here. The finishing combo starter is a fire skill. The last skill is fodder as well. Do not use the last skill. Only skill you should use is the finishing combo starter. Now, that's a good skill. You can hit like almost an infinite chain combo. Now these moves get faster. The story of which is the best definitely will change, but at the moment these moves are just too slow and you're not gonna hit them. So if you're not landing anything, they're just useless moves. All right guys, coming in at number 2 is weapon art, and the ability to have infinite kunai spams, range, you know, smackage, zone control, especially if you're running with a group. You got 3 people rushing pretty hard and you're just sitting back spamming zone control, and your last one explodes. Like, you got a kunai that explodes, infinite amount of kunais. Now it does take vigor now, but you know, it's you get that back so quickly. Like, that's not a problem. You are a master zoner. You have nothing really slowing you down. Vigor just comes back instantly. So, you know, it's still like you can't spam it as much as you could. Well, once upon a time, you probably just throw in an auto clicker and just rapid fire, you know, spray someone down. But this definitely has to go on my number 2. It smacks, it eats. You just eat with it, my guy. It just eat. Now, if somebody gets close to you, something like boxing style, look. Oh, actually, I'm still shooting with vigor. Now, I think it's a way to balance it, to make it when you run out of vigor, make it have to regen before you can shoot again. Maybe, I don't know. But look at it. I'm low vigor and I'm still shooting. Like, I think that's a problem right there. I'm low vigor and I'm still shooting. That's definitely an issue. I'm spamming it. Am I still shooting? Yeah, that's definitely an issue. Probably need to get fixed in the bug fixes. You can spam this mug infinitely, and the thing is, its basic combat is good, but its moves have utility as well. Like, okay, look at this binding meteor, heavenly chain disaster is spammable, crazy. That's gonna probably get nerfed soon. But binding meteor, basically what you do is you pull that big 10-10 bomb, and you got this big zone control. If somebody is like, say you're trying to capture a point or hold down a zone, you got this big explosive thing that does a ton of damage. I don't want to buy it just yet because I'm running low on points. But you have a sane zone control. You sit there, hold it down, and anybody who want to pull up gets that smoke. You can just blow it up, and whenever you feel like it stays there forever. Even if it disappears, it still stays there, and whenever you click the key again, it just does a big massive explosion. And that's why, so the basic combat, the moves have utility, the moves are pretty good, do some high damage, so that's why weapon art is coming in at my number 2. All right guys, coming in at number 1 on my best art in the game is healing art, guys. Healing art, to be honest, it's a better boxing. It does more damage than boxing. The combo is fire. Healing art is very slept on. It smacks. If you guys want to see some actual PvP content, check out my second channel. I got some P art, you know, weapon art, not weapon art, healing, that's called enhanced strength. The enhanced strength, it eats, guys. I'm telling you right now, if you like combos, you trying to like you person like more melee, you know, get this art. Now the only bad thing is it costs a lot of points to get the moves. Like, because you got to go through the healing, you got to get self healing, you get the partner healing, you got the partner chi healing, and then you got to get the slug summoning until you can get this art, which is B+ as well. So it costs you some points. It costs you some points, but this mug smack, it's on the moves too, and then the moves smack as well. You got some moves that smack. You're already doing high damage, but it probably has the best moves out of all the trees, to be honest. You got this giant move that's you know, knockbacks and kind of stuns as well. It doesn't do a lot of damage, this thing, but its move has so much utility to combo. You got this move right here. This has a big, it has a pretty big hitbox, and it stuns. Somebody's not blocking, somebody lacking, and this move right here slams. Every time somebody walks across these pillars, they get hit. It take damage. The moves are instant, fast. They don't take much chalker. You can do combos with them. You know, you can do mid. Oh, look at it, quick combo. It's muy bien. So this is definitely on my #1 list. I don't even think it's pretty much of a debate. I think it's definitely, you know, better than all the other arts. You know, like, you know, I think it's better than all the other arts. Now, once again, I want to, you know, encourage you to use what art you enjoy personal. Find what works best for your build, because most of these arts are usable. You can combine them and make them work with anything. But if you just have to rank, you know, everything gotta get ranked. You know, if I had to say what's the best, I would definitely have to go with this art. And then you use so much utility. So not only you have high DPS, you're a healer as well. You're useful to your teammates. You can heal, you can share chi, you're gonna have a slug summoning, you know, it smacks. Definitely smacks. But anyway, that's about it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little top 5 videos. Let me know down in the comment section what your personal thoughts. What do you think is the best art in the game? Otherwise, I'm gonna catch you folks later. Till this, your boy iBeMaine signing out. Peace.